Hi guys, happy Mother's Day. Ooh. So I came to bring you guys a word, basically. So guys, why is it that the world is so commercialized? Like, why do people think that they have to be the standard? People's opinion of you, who you need to be. And your opinion should be the opinion that should be the the only thing that really moves you. Is that's how I feel. I mean, because I think if I listen to everybody's opinion, then I wouldn't be nowhere in life because I'd be thinking that I wouldn't nobody. You know, because people have certain people that they think should make it in life. You know, but you have to believe that you're supposed to make it more than anything in the world. So these opinions of people and what they say, you're supposed to be able to just block those out because those are outside influences. There's nothing that you should be thinking about in your present day. I mean, I'm on the internet, like everybody's so into what somebody think about you. Your opinion of me is not even my concern. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all should get that thought. God says the opinion of another person, it ain't got nothing to do with you. I don't listen. People's opinion is their opinion. They're allowed to have one because, see, if they're focused on what you're doing, then they're not really even worried about their own lives. They're too busy worried about what you're doing. So you're really your biggest fan. Yeah, I say biggest fan because if you worried about somebody else all the time, how can you take care of what you're supposed to take care of for yourself? If I was worried about everybody that I knew, then I wouldn't be able to take care of my household and do what I need to do. So that's why I always just handle my business, and all the other business ain't my business. That's why I manage my business so well. I'm talking about I'm so good at managing my business. I'm talking about the new me. I go handle my business I gotta handle, plant them seeds that I'm supposed to do for what I'm doing. And I tend to my business, but I don't be all up in what people doing. I barely be even knowing who people be dating because I don't allow my mind to worry about what others have going on because if I keep on worrying about others, then I would lose my focus. It was a hard journey getting to Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that I knew told me that I was not going to be living here, that I would not make it. Now, if I had not heard that in my life before, then I would have believed them. But I knew better. If God tells you something, you need to do what God said. You can't think about nothing that these people got going on because what's going on with them ain't got nothing to do with you. Your main focus should be what you got going on. And then, even in your household and your life, kids be on TikToks and all this other stuff nowadays, and they young. They being influenced. I see my child, even though she ain't got no rhythm, she wanna dance now. I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with dancing, but we need to start checking our children on following everything. Why y'all gotta do everything that they say you need to be doing? If you don't do what they say you're doing, then you're what? Oh, okay. You yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why everybody gotta do what everybody's doing. That's kind of what I'm always sticking out like a sore thumb because I can't do what everybody else is doing. I gotta do what Amanda can do. That's what God wants y'all to do, what y'all can do. That's why He made all of us in His image. But it was a good image. It's different ways that God has us, and nothing is a wrong thing, a wrong way. God made you and you like something so much, and that's all you care about, and that's what you're supposed to be caring about, you and your purpose. What I'm saying is to you people, man, listen, y'all are being influenced by everything that you see. And God says He doesn't work on sight. He works on faith. So, I've been recently, this church saying is we are governed by faith and not by sight. So that's how I work. I'm governed by faith and not by sight. So most of the time when God gives me something, like a good idea or whatever, I see it in my head, but nobody else can see it. So that's what, God does for us. He gives us a vision. He doesn't give it to your friend, you. So if He gave you something, whatever that download is, what they call it these days, downloads, then you're supposed to move forward on your download, on whatever God gave you. You know what I'm saying? And a person that is you gotta be multifaceted, multi-skilled these days, you gotta have all this kind of stuff up under your belt. You know what I'm saying? And then you can't be the person that's watching it. You gotta get up in the game. Oh, you're gonna live in Mississippi your whole life? You're gonna know. I got a word from God that He wanted me to move. You know what I'm saying? And the move wasn't easy. It was a lot of times I didn't know. But God had done added something to me, and He fulfilled it. It's like when people tell you, you don't know where the money coming from, you don't know how you're going to get there, but you know you got to get there, right? God's going to provide. That's why you lean on Him. That's why you always have this thing they say, by faith and not by sight. So you have to put it into your mindset. And then this is the thing about us, the renewing of our minds. We have to think of stuff in a positive way. People used to always tell me, you gotta look at the cup as half full, even if it's half empty. That's some crazy stuff, but that's the hindsight of the situation. When you can't see it in your hand, you gotta think it in your mind. I'm reminded of a rap person saying, speak it into existence like a magic show, abracadabra, money bag, yo. Even they use this terminology when they're trying to do something. They have to know that they see it in a vision in order for it to come true. You feel me? Okay, yeah. So right now, what I'm trying to do is just trying to clue people into how people, that even rappers, they use God to do what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? They had to have faith to know that they were going to make it. They had to have faith to know that they had to keep on their dreams. So you got to do the same thing. You got to keep on with your dream. You got to keep your faith. And you got to stop thinking about these folks around you and their opinions of you. I'm talking about the opinion of a person. They done told me so many times that I wasn't going to make it, baby. Ooh, for real. I mean, I'm a walking testimony myself. I have had to restart my life so many times I couldn't even count. For real. I can go back to one example. I used to work at Camp Shelby. And the contract was up in 5 years, and I started to do hair. Now, listen, I used to do everybody hair on Sundays, curl them up and everything, so I thought, well, maybe I can make this into a business. See, then I was around a lot of other women that were older than me, but they're more like, they had their own stuff going on, so they were telling me, yeah, Melinda, you do your hair real nice, you can start it and make it to a business. I'm telling you. Done fed me these whole, I think I'm about 15 years in the game right now. 15, they could have told me that I would be able to do that. But see, God said their eyes have not seen, right? Right. So I didn't know that was going to happen for me. But when I felt like I was going to lose my job and my livelihood, and I was no longer be able to go to Camp Shelby and work and make the extra money, because, they wasn't really paying nothing back when I worked at Camp Shelby. That's the best job you can get right there, baby. You know what I'm saying? And when that stopped, I needed that kind of money. And then I wasn't going to be a person, when I did hair, I wasn't going to get paid what I need to be paid. You need to value yourself. And when you're giving something that's worth some money, expect to be paid. And then I'm going to tell you another thing that I don't like that black people do. Black people go to Walmart, they'll go to everybody else, they'll go to Gucci, Louis, everywhere else. They'll pay whatever the price is there. But then when they go to a black person to get their hair done or etc., they want to come and heckle. Why don't we deserve to be paid? If you can pay Louis and Gucci and you can go on trips and you can do whatever, all those vendors have families and they expect to be paid. But see, the little bitty person, y'all got to pay them too. So they can become a big entity like Walmart. That's how they work. If you sow into their seeds, if you pay them like they're asking you to pay them for their work, you know what I'm saying? That's how this goes. And then another thing, you want people to value you like that. So I used to, I'm going to pay you just like I want you to pay me. Just like I go and pay Walmart without a problem. You see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. And then, if you got to go to another person, you ain't cheating on Walmart if you got to go to Kroger. You ain't cheating on them. They got plenty of people that decide to go somewhere else, and it's plenty of places. And you know what? Walmart and Kroger are not upset that they're both in the same area either. They operate just fine every day, right across the street from each other. That's why I know it's a little money out here for everybody. See what I'm saying? So God, He's letting people know that it's okay to operate around your friend if she do braids. If you can't do the braids that she need done, then send them to her. You know what I'm saying? We gotta start passing on, money. When I can't do somebody, if I ain't had the burger, I'm gonna send you to the friend that I know that can do your hair. I'm gonna send you to them. This is me. We gotta start networking as black people and passing it around so we can start, helping the entrepreneurs that so they can get where they going. I'm all about helping each other. I'm all about helping, anybody trying to get ahead in life. And we got to be like that because we got to be an example. We all want our businesses to flourish. We all want our people to do better. That's what we say now. So you got to be fair with your people. Pay your people's price. If it's worth it, I guess, if it's worth it before you get there. you know it's worth it before you get there. So, just pay your people's price, and that's what you're going to do. But all I'm saying is it's enough money out here for everybody. So if it's a business that you want to open it. I don't care if your homegirl do it. You know how many people in the world? She can't service all them people. She needs your help. That's the crazy part about it. Farrakhan said it. We got scholars out here. They can do the same thing that the other people can do. And they can do it better. So we need to start empowering those people. And then when we do business with them, holding them accountable. Just like I hold myself accountable with whatever I do in business also. You know what I'm saying? And then I also apologize to my clients. I want them to make sure that they know that I'm here for them. So, like I said, I've been doing a lot of things because I want my clients to know that the name Swanky is a household name. You gotta claim it. You gotta make it a household name. You know what I'm saying? You gotta say, yeah, it's a household name. Whatever it is. Now I'm just telling you, y'all gotta be bold out here. You gotta believe in your stuff and believe in if you got products you got to put out there, put them out there. Stop letting people tell you about patents and everything else when they ain't ran nobody down to get it. They're just trying to, those dreams, they're trying to kill them. They call them dream killers or whatever, Sometimes you gotta get by yourself and just, talk to God about the dream and he'll make it come true for you. And don't think about dollars and cents. That's another thing that we mess up on. God got all the money. So you ain't gotta worry about it. He gonna provide. He has took me. I just told y'all a story about me being a braider. Worked at Camp Chevy, I know, for a lot of years. So happy I made it so I can work for myself. You know what I'm saying? I feel so good that I don't have to go get on nobody's clock. But I'm going to tell you something. That first year or two, man, my mama told me every day to go get a job. Every day, go get a job. Go get a job. But I believed in myself and my ability to grow my clientele and to make my business solid. And as long as you believe in yourself, everything that you want will be there. Everything that you want will be in increase as long as you believe in God. Now, if you don't do what you gotta do for God now, it ain't, he might spite you a little bit. I'm gonna be real with you. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of courage to sit up and get up in front of a camera and talk to people or talk to people about anything. So, you just gotta know that there's nothing to fear but fear itself. And it's just, fear is fake. I'm telling you, it's not real. It's not real. Fear is not real. If it's a big step you need to take, it ain't nothing there. It ain't nothing there but fear. Something fake that they put in our minds that keeps us thinking that we are stuck in one life and stuck in one paradigm. We don't have to be. You can think outside the box and then you can make that happen. Whatever that can be. Because it's a lot of people that do different things and they're so multi-talented. Like, oh man, God is so wonderful. You know what I'm saying? And how he make us. Where our mind can do different things that we don't even think we can do. Now, did I think I would be able to braid my own hair and do all this when I first started doing hair? No. They said that eyes have not seen. I didn't think that I could braid. I didn't think I could do any of that yet. I just knew I could do somebody else's hair. And I was really good at that. And I thought that, man, if I could do that, I'm talking about 15 years of, but you got to stick with it. It's hard in anything you do. There's crooked and straight, like the man said, it's crooked and straight. So you have to just trust God, trust the process, trust everything. If you haven't got what you want and you've been praying and you haven't got that breakthrough yet, it's coming. I'm telling you, I'm a living witness of God. Okay? I'm telling you, I'm talking about God delivered me from staying where I lived at. Sometimes people think stuff is so good, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? And God knows what you want in your heart. He knows your desires. He made you. in his light and image. So he knows what you want. He knows your feelings. He knows all of this. Only thing you gotta do is just trust him. Now, I used to always say this all the time. That mustard seed of faith. I'm talking about that little, you don't need nothing but that. You know what I'm saying? You don't need, and then, my life should be a testimony to everybody. You know what I'm saying? My life. I've always been a person that's, no. And then another thing that I am is one of those daddyless daughters that don't have a father, this type of stuff. But God always put somebody in that place. My grandfather was so wonderful. Like, he was the best dad. Like, when you don't have something, God is always going to have it for you. And that's always happened in my life. Anything that I needed really bad, God put somebody in a place of that need and that want. So you have to trust God and be, believe him. And I think that some of you guys, you got to stop looking around you. I had to realize that I got to stop. You can't look at everybody, what everybody else is doing. You got to be on about God's business. That's what you got to do. You got to be about your faith walk. You got to be about what God is doing for you. You can't be looking at everybody around you and whatever blessing God done gave them and you ain't got yours yet. You just got to know yours is coming. I just got in trouble with somebody today and I had told them last week that God was going to do that for them. And God, he came on through. I'm sorry, y'all. I get happy by God. He always showing up and showing out, man. I'm telling you. And people don't even understand how God show up and show out in people's lives every day. In mine. Even though I have stuff going on like everybody else, I got children, I got every husband, I got all that stuff going on. And I still, God shows up and shows up on time. And he like faithful people too. Okay? Okay? And then I'm going to tell y'all got to watch what y'all putting into y'allself. Some music and songs, they trigger stuff in our minds. And we have to be mindful of what we're taking into our bodies. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to some music last night and I just instantly started feeling sad. You got to realize that sometimes it's what you're taking into your body. And people think it's just food you're taking in. No. This computer up here, it computes all kinds of stuff. It takes you from sad to happy, everything. So you got to realize that the music that you're consuming, everything that you're doing in your life, you got to make it, a safe place for you. It's kind of like, making your own energy field over yourself. You know what I'm saying? I wake up in the morning, I'm like, God, put the suit of armor on me. For real. Because when you get up, when you get ready to go do what you got to do, like my boy said, Murphy's Law is going to happen. Murphy's Law. Something bad is got to happen. So you got to put your suit of armor on. Get ready to get out here. And face the world. And whatever this big thing that you have in your mind that you think is a big, great idea, roll out on it. Roll out. Look, be that thing like Eddie Kane, like my girl said. She always say, hey, be that thing like Eddie Kane, baby. All I'm saying to you guys is that, listen, we got to focus more on ourselves and less on the world. The internet. That's distracting us from our gifts that we have on the inside of us. Some of us, go to work and they're upset because they got to go there. You got to believe that God's got another place for you, like your own business, whatever you think you want to do. But listen, if your business, somebody else is doing it, you do it still. You don't know what you can do. You don't know where you can go with it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the faith and believe in God, and everything will be handed to you. Okay, I'm going to bring it back up. Faith without works is dead. Faith without doing anything, it's not going to go up. Nothing's going to happen. The only how I got into doing hair is because I had faith that I was going to make it after that first client. Man, let me tell you something. I was so tired after the first hours of my first head, but I knew I had to start doing it more so I can get faster and stronger. And I'm going to tell you what I tell everybody when it comes down to doing hair. Practice makes perfect, man. Anything you do, when you do it repetitionally, you can do it in your sleep. I'm telling you, and I'm going to tell you another thing that I learned when I was working at Camp Shelby. I'll never forget, it was a soldier, and they used to have people that come in and do inspection. And when the man used to come in, I used to be kind of upset because, I didn't know if my stuff was right or not. But then, you know what that man told me? If you know your stuff, can't nobody ever with it. And that's the biggest truth. If you know what you're doing in your profession, if you know without a shadow of a doubt what you need and what you got going on, it's always gonna work for you. Ever since that man told me that, every time he came in there for an inspection with pays, because I knew my stuff. I studied the book. Then when I realized that couldn't nobody mess with me when I know my stuff, then when I started doing hair, they couldn't mess with me then either, because I wasn't gonna, everybody's hair was gonna be done the same. I was gonna hold my integrity in my business. Everybody's hair looked the same. Everybody, everything's correct. You know what I'm saying? And I want to make sure my clients are happy no matter what. I want to make sure that they wear the hairstyle they want. When they come to my place of business, I don't tell them what style they want. I ask them what they want, how they want it. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to tell me, don't tell people when you leave. Tell me right here so we can get this together so it can be just like you like it. And that's how you should be on the business that you're going to get, or whatever it could be. It might not be a business. I don't know what people are at and what they're doing, but I hope they're doing something. As long as you're not doing nothing, you're doing what you need to be doing. If you're doing something towards your business, plant those seeds. You know what I'm saying? It could be one small thing. As they say, slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady. You got to just make sure you're doing what you say that you were going to do and follow through with everything that you want to do in life. That way you have no regrets. I don't want to live with regrets. So that's why I'm in Georgia right now, because I had a vision and it was in Georgia. So now I'm here. I'm talking about blessings upon blessings. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still waiting on certain things, because it's my pleasure to wait on God to fulfill whatever I ask him for. It's my pleasure. As they say, it's my pleasure to wait on God. It is. Because I know that God has something really good for me. And I know that it's going to take me where I need to go. And it's going to be of my wildest dream. Because I used to be a child, you know what I'm saying? And I used to live with my grandparents. And I used to always ask for God to put me on a higher platform to help others. To teach others. To show others the way. That you're supposed to learn through trial and error. Is what I'm trying to say. You're supposed to learn from other people. This person got in trouble. I ain't gonna get in trouble like him, because I seen that happen. I ain't trying to get caught up in that. You feel me? So, that's kind of how it is with trial and error, For some reason, since I was a child, I've never met any strangers. When I see people, when I talk to people, I ain't never met some person that we couldn't just hit it off and have a great conversation. That's just been me my whole life. So I knew that I would be speaking to people and talking to people. So that's why I don't know. I think it's the devil himself that keep on trying to make me nervous about talking to people. And I do this all day, every day. And I do it all the time. So I don't have a problem with talking to people. You have to be able to talk to people. You got to be able to get yourself out here, do what you need to do to make your business go forward, as I keep saying. And it'll fall right into place. You're going to be at the right place at the right time. I mean, that has happened for me so much. Like, guys, when I got here, I have another one. When I got here, at first, I was talking about, I wanted to do modeling. I wanted to do some stuff, in TV. So I seen a little ad that said that they were going to be doing filming in Atlanta, Georgia. So, I got the information and I pursued it. And the people got right back at me. Like, for real. And, I ended up having a role on the show from Mississippi. So basically, thy eyes had not seen. I could not think that. So when I got on set, ooh, you know what I'm saying? And the show is getting ready to come out. Even though the corona came through and kind of, kind of slowed things down or whatever the situation was, God gave me a role on television. Me? But he didn't give me one role on TV, he gave me two. So it's like, thy eyes have not seen. I don't know, man. God is so good. You just have to believe in him. And if you know you want to do something, do it. I don't know what that was. But, guys, I I gotta get back to my house and my kids on Mother's Day. Y'all enjoy y'all Mother's Day. And you have greatness inside you.